He has to take cover. Will he use it? He needs to use it if he wants to live. Oh, he did use it there, and yes, he is going to live as a result. What a play by Bubbles at the last second. And Arachna thought she had it, but you always have to keep that in mind that he's going to use a take cover. Chose not to continue chasing, and Bubbles is fine. So what a great escape right there. And yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the Fissure Block wasn't the best by Behemoth there, and it really, you know, forced Arachna to have to go all the way around to get in range of that. Actually, more action down the bottom as we see yet another kill for Swiftblade down the bottom lane, and it's just, you know, with having Witch Slayer and Voodoo Jester, you know, as their support heroes in tri-lane, it's just too difficult to overcome that kind of tri-lane, in my opinion. At the same time, I mean, it looks like Ice is going to make some changes here, but with already having, you know, kind of a level advantage overall in the entire team, they can allow Voodoo Jester and Witch Slayer to roam a little bit more freely. So I expect there to be more kills happening at both this middle and top lanes in favor of KD Gaming.
Yeah, like I said, because they kind of left the bottom lane. Andromeda's still level 1. I mean, that's just unacceptable 7+ minutes into the game right now. She is going to hit level 2 right here as soon as this creep kill goes through. But yeah, she is really struggling. Behemoth at the same road. So like you were saying, both Witch Slayer and Voodoo Jester are doing a little bit better. In fact, Voodoo Jester are just about level 4, and so is Witch Slayer, and they are roaming around as a result, feeling confident that they can do this and could set up action up here. This is going to be a sequence as Tundra also coming in from behind. Level 6 right now. They initiate already, though. Fissure Stun going out. Not blocking Bubbles, though. But Arachna turning it around, but needs to be careful now. Bubbles, he will pour it in. Arachna using the Hardened Carapace might not be enough to get anything off. She gets chain stunned right there, including the Bubbles ultimate. Finally goes down. Andromeda also dropping. There's 2 kills coming out for this Legion side. Tundra chasing Witch Slayer. Not enough for the kill, though, but their piercing shards will finish him off. And Tundra should be able to get away with Behemoth as well. But great play right there from KD Gaming again. We see Thunderbringer's ultimate was used during that. So now up 6-1 in hero kills. Forsaken Archers getting a little bit of free farm in the middle lane in the meantime. But same story. Swiftblade's also getting a very free farm there at the bottom. And Tundra was ended up getting caught out again.
I don't know why he was standing there. But what was I going to say? Well, if you think about it, though, the lanes were actually in the favor of KD because as much as Forsaken Archer, Earthshaker, and Andromeda is okay on that bottom lane, because, you know, it's not like a Magnus where they have the range. The stun only lasts, I think it's like, I think it's about 1 second. The stun is on Behemoth, and then Andromeda has to run without boots at max range and try and stun. That won't work out for them. I think they did get outpicked when it comes to hero-wise, but the lane phase really screwed them over because they couldn't send it top because Arachna obviously doesn't have any kind of escape mechanism, and she wouldn't have any levels or farm. So they should have had something like a Hag or something instead of that Arachna, in my opinion, to go on that long lane.
Yeah, it's she really has been struggling going up against the Bubbles, and it is clearly taking its toll at this point. Bubbles, not too often you see Bubbles able to withstand a Tundra gank like that, but Swiftblade's gonna run in, he gets the Swift Slashes off, he should be able to kill Tundra at the least. Gets a spin on him to finish him off. Arachna now in trouble herself. Ghost March is being used, but thank God for this pet, keeping him chain slowed. And I guess the web shot also does that, and eventually just gonna push him back, of course. But a little bit of 1-for-1 exchange going on there, so Bubbles finally taken out. But Tundra also going down. Witch Slayer is here with Thunderbringer nearby, but actually falling back himself. So, but yeah, Swiftblade, he has been getting a very, very good farm, of course. He was free farming. I mean, Magix, he's going to love this series. Obviously, the first game, he got free farm on Forsaken Archer, just having a good old time, and eventually just took over. It's kind of getting... It's pretty much the same story. Obviously, he's not having the tower push, but he's been getting literally free farm. There's been nothing stopping him at that bottom lane. He's now up top here. He's actually going to look to do a tower push. Behemoth, the only one putting up a defense. I mean, I'm sure he'll throw it a Fissure Stun to kind of block him a little bit, but that's all he can really do. He's going to run it right here, acting like he's setting up a gank, but as you can see from the mini-map, no one there. So Swiftblade, he could have actually just turned around and spun on top of Behemoth right there and easily gotten a kill, but of course you can't see the mini-map. In the meantime, in the middle lane, Witchslayer gets taken out, and Bubbles did all he could before he fell back. But there we go with Swiftblade. That's what I'm talking about. He notices now that it's only Behemoth. Will the auto-attack him to finish him off? Yes, he will. And just a very smart heads-up play from Magic. So like I said, he realized that Behemoth was by himself because of that middle action. Decided to go in, and sure enough, got the kill. And Forsaken Archer also taken out between, between Thunderbringer and Bubbles. So again, continues to be a very dominant factor here for KD Gaming. Swiftblade gonna get taken out though. Good ultimate use by Tundra, preventing the teleport. But KD Gaming still in a very good spot again.
The beginning of that, the beginning of the game, as far as laning phase is concerned, really dictates how well Swiftblade is going to farm throughout the game. They put consistent pressure down there on the other opposing tri-lane, and that's one thing that running that tri-lane against tri-lane, the smallest mistake basically can make or break the entire game. So you can really win or lose the game in the first 5 to 10 minutes altogether. And they played it really well. And then once Witchslayer and Voodoo Justice started roaming, Swiftblade was able to free farm bot because they figure. If you see Swiftblade down there, you don't know where Voodoo Juster and Witchslayer are because they've been kind of roaming around the map, since the last time they got killed, and it's a psychological game, and obviously KD Gaming is doing very well playing that kind of game. 417 gold per minute right now on Swiftblade. It's no 540, but still a very nothing to be too ashamed of.
Yeah.
I mean, he's gonna have his Runed Axe probably in the next, 2 minutes. So.
Yeah, I was actually just about to talk about that. I mean, if you can have your Runed Axe pre-15 minutes, I mean, you are having an enormous farm. On top of that, already with the Ghost Marchers as well. So yeah, he is of course in a very, 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 very good spot. And again, he just continues to free farm down here. I mean, it seems like wherever he goes, he's just free farming. And the Hellborn team, they're not setting up the ganks, and the longer you wait, I mean, it is becoming more and more difficult right now. Still, Andromeda and Behemoth only level 3 at this point. Andromeda.
Well, they can't exactly.
Yeah, that's my point. Yeah, it's been a snowball effect, the term we like to use a lot, where they've waited so long that now that snowball that is Swiftblade. He's so built up that it's just so difficult at this point to truly get a gank in on him. And right now they need to worry about getting levels themselves rather than actually setting up those ganks and farm themselves, and maybe even a little bit of a push like they're perhaps attempting here, trying to catch Witchslayer. The auto attacks, no, they're not going to go in. Yes, they are. Tundra goes in, but now he gets caught. A Forsaken Archer ultimate, though, not going to be enough for the kill. And now the Hellborn team, they used quite a bit right there. Voodoo Jester, look at that ultimate on top of Arachna. Gonna finish her off. Down goes Forsaken Archer as well. Behemoth puts out the Fidget Stun, trying to block them off. He actually blocked off Bubbles right there, but the auto attacks from Black coming through, and he actually chain lightning to finish him off on Thunderbringer. Poured out for Tundra, but a good mini stun right there from the blast of lightning. Ake gets the kill. 4 players down just like that, and Andromeda, lonely Andromeda, just wanders back to base.